Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to my winning IBS content. Today is Friday. I missed out last Friday because I was sick. I could not talk. I had a bad cold. I was severely hoarse. Couldn't get my words out of my mouth. But I am much, much better. And you all have seen me since Friday because Saturday I uploaded a video and I was explaining to you all why I did not have that Friday video. And then Sunday, God blessed me to come to you all with the regular Sunday inspiration content. Well, today is Friday, and I consider today week 2, and my voice is still a little horsey, y'all. So y'all pray for me. I'm gonna try to talk. I hope you all can hear me. As you come on this live, please let me know if you cannot hear me. Please comment because for some reason I can't see who's watching. So let me know you are there by commenting. I'm not going to get right into the topic right away. I'm going to try to wait and see if people are going to come on first. And so I'm going to give you all some grace, but I will keep talking. I just won't get right into the content right away. Um, I have been, really praying about this new content because, I want to cover stuff, but I decided I'm going to stay focused on just the IBS. Um, there were a few people that had mentioned some other issues that they were dealing with our first week of this content, and I had said prematurely that I was going to. Hi, I see you down there. Hi. Yeah, keep commenting, okay? Because I can't see who's watching. It's not set up like Facebook. Hi. Yes, I'm so happy to see y'all. So happy. I am from Chicago, but I don't live in Chicago now, but that is the city I'm from. Like I was saying, I want to stick with the digestive issue that I have personally. I do want you all to talk to each other. If you are dealing with some type of um, issue. Hi, yeah, you're from India? Oh, okay, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, sweetie. Yeah, I have a lot going on my channel. Um, I'm going to go ahead and get into um, this topic since I see people are coming on. What country? The United States. You said you from India? Oh, okay. No, I'm not from India. You're from India. I'm from the United States. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have a lot going on my channel. Yeah. On Sundays, I have inspirational content where I read from devotion books, and sometimes I rotate between the Bible. Okay, good, good, good. I'm very happy to hear from you. Thank you. You made my heart very, very happy. Yeah. So, I'm also a dog collector. So, as you scroll through my videos on my channel, you will see the different dolls that I collect. I collect from expensive dolls to cheap dolls. If it's a doll, I collect it. Okay. So, yeah. You look so beautiful in pink dress. Thank you. Thank you. This is actually a sweater. Yeah. It's pink, white, and it's black towards the bottom. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the purpose of this video, I am actually at our public library, and my car is parked down the street, and it has a limited time for me to have my car parked in that spot. So I'm going to go ahead and not prolong the topic. This topic is about my winning my IB. Well, I don't want to say my because I don't claim it. Okay, I don't claim IBS, but I have been diagnosed with a stomach condition called IBS. IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome. Thank you, thank you. Um, I'm at the library, and the nice librarian, she helped me find some nice books. The one book I want to talk to you about is this first book right here. I'm actually gonna check it out because I renewed my library card. I hadn't had a library card in a long time, but now I have a library card so I can keep coming back and do all the studying I can do about IBS. Yes, 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 I am married. Yes, I am happily married. Um, Also, what I'm going to talk about in this live is the gut friendly cookbook. So, anybody who joins this live who may have IBS or any other type of digestive problems, the biggest questions that a lot of us have with our doctors, we want to know what can we eat, okay? Because it seems like everything affects us, right? So that's what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover a few main questions, including I should have brought me something to drink. Y'all, excuse me coughing. Um, One of my friends and dear sisters from church, and I hope she's out there. Sheree, I hope you're out there. Please comment if you please comment if you are. Also, Linda Wood, she had joined us before. If you are out there, please comment so I know you're out there. Yes, I do believe in God. Yes, I do. And I am believing that God allowed me to have this diagnosis so that not only so I could get myself educated on how to heal and how to take control over my horrible eating habits. Um, he allowed this to happen so I can help other people. What better person can help somebody else through something than somebody who have gone through it themselves? So this journey that I'm taking y'all on with me, it's a journey that's gonna make me a little transparent, but that's fine because sometimes that's what it takes in order to help people. Um, so one of the questions somebody had asked me, they said, "Well, what causes IBS? Um, is it something that runs in the family? Is it something that what else did she say? What causes it?" Well, the best way I could answer that question, because I'm actually still learning about IBS myself. You said, okay, I don't this video is about IBS. It's not about which God I serve and all that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and finish talking because I don't want to get sidetracked. Now you can ask me that question on Sundays because on Sundays I actually have inspiration content, devotion, And that would be more proper if you want to talk about God in particular. I mean, I'm going to talk about my God, don't get me wrong. But as far as you asking me my beliefs, that's not the topic today. I'm not getting into introducing my beliefs. That's not what this is about. Today is about me talking about my diagnosis with IBS. Maybe this content. Oh, okay. Yeah. I want to keep my focus because, like I said, I'm actually at a library, at our public library, and I have my car parked at a limited parking zone. So I want to get this out there because I promised my regular subscribers that I was going to come on every Friday with this particular content. Last Friday, I was super duper hoarse because of my cold and I couldn't talk. So I had to cancel the live last Friday. So I pressed my way to do this live today. My throat is still irritated. And like I said, I don't know why I didn't bring myself anything to drink. So y'all gonna have to forgive me if I'm gonna be coughing because I'm gonna get dry throat. But getting back to the topic at hand, I am from nice meeting you online. Okay, yes, thank you. I'm so happy to meet you too. Thank you. Please sub. I appreciate you subscribing. Yes, and I hope everything I do on my channel is beneficial for you. And I have a lot of fun things on my channel too. But today's topic is more serious. On Fridays is a little bit more serious. Okay, getting back to a question that somebody asked me off offline. We were actually at the Golden Corral last Sunday, and I did good though, y'all. Just because I was at the Golden Corral, I did not make any bad decisions, and this is what I want to share with you all. Even going to the Golden Corral, there's no excuse. You do not have to get the greasiest meat. You can still choose salads. You can still choose the green leafy vegetables. You can still choose soups. Um, Depending on what form of IBS you've been diagnosed with, you might want to stay away from meat. I'm learning the hard way that at least right now, the season that I'm in, I should stay away from meat as much as possible. So my doctor told me I can eat salmon, okay? But me listening to my body, even with the salmon, I need to go easy on that. I need to, if I'm going to eat salmon, it probably shouldn't be more than twice a week. Um, and I noticed that it's been 2 weeks though since I've been on this journey to making better decisions about my gut health. Also, I've started exercising, y'all, which is something I used to do all the time, but I got away from it. It is so important to incorporate exercising into your diet. Very important, y'all. It don't have to be no hardcore exercising. You could be sitting down in your chair. You can do leg lifts. You can stretch your arms out and do this, little, roll your arms forward and backward. And you can do sets of tens, Um, yeah, there's so many things you can do for exercise without feeling like you're stressing yourself out, or it shouldn't feel like a chore. So whatever exercise you choose to do, don't let it feel like a chore. Um, a good way to get motivated to exercise, to burn your fat, to help your digestive system, because that's what you're doing. You're helping your digestive system. Oh my God. It's funny that you said that because you know what? People tell my husband that. They really do. They tell him he looked like Mike Tyson. That's what they tell him. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they tell him that he looked like Mike Tyson. Um, yeah. IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome. God bless you too. IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome. It's I was looking to see if this book actually had a definition. Let me read what this book say, okay? It says okay, hold on a second. Irritable bowel syndrome is a condition in which people experience recurrent abdominal pain or discomfort, along with a change in how often they defecate and or a change in the form of the stool itself. Now, I forgot to tell you all, 2 weeks ago, I warned everybody that this particular content um it might be a little gross to some people. So if you are sensitive about the subject dealing with being able to have bowel movements, not being able to have bowel movements, or other gut issues, if you're sensitive, I would recommend you not listening to this particular topic on Fridays, because dealing with this IBS issue is not really any way around not using certain terms. I mean, I don't have to just use, I could be intelligent about the terms, and I will be very intelligent about the terms, but I'm not going to bite my tongue too much because I need to get my thoughts out and I need to be as comfortable as possible. And I want you all to sit comfortably in your own living room or dining room or kitchen. Maybe you don't have an appetite to eat while we are reading and discussing this particular topic, but maybe you want to grab you some water, grab you some tea or coffee or whatever make you feel comfortable, where you can relax and listen. Maybe you don't have IBS issues, maybe you don't have digestive and gut leaking issues, but maybe you know somebody who does. And so you might want to just learn some things. And because I haven't always had this problem, I've had this problem longer than the diagnosis, because years ago I think I had this problem, but for some reason the doctor didn't diagnose it as IBS, and I think it went away and then it came back. So it's like the older I get, I'm learning that certain foods I just can't eat anymore. I don't care if my 92-year-old daddy can still eat certain foods. I had to come to the realization that I can't eat everything just because he can still eat some stuff. Just because my husband can still eat a lot of stuff, I had to realize that's not me. And so let me get back to what I was reading in here. Um, so it says irritable bowel syndrome is a condition in which people experience recurrent abdominal pain or discomfort, along with a change in how often they defecate and or a change in the form of the stool itself. For most people, the pain or discomfort is relieved by defecation. But in my situation, before 2 weeks ago, I could not, my normal digestive system was not allowing me to have a full bowel movement. My doctor put me on this prescription called, I think it's called Transex. God, I didn't bring the medicine with me, but I did show you all the medicine 2 weeks ago. I think it's called Transex. I forgot what it's called because I haven't been able to take the medicine for the last 2 weeks. The medicine was a really good medicine, but because I was hard headed and I was still eating improperly, I was still eating fried chicken, I was still eating rib tips. The medicine started working against me, y'all. Yeah. And that's what brought me to this point. That's how I hit bottom in saying no to bad foods. That's not good for my gut health. I had to end up going to the emergency room because I was actually throwing up bile, and bile is spelled Bile. That's the juices, the fluids in your stomach that aids in breaking down your foods when you eat so that things could be digested properly. Y'all excuse my fingernails. I gotta get my nails redone, y'all. Sister girl gonna have them done next week, okay? Actually, I'm getting them done tomorrow, and I'm very conscious of it, so I'm kind of like trying to cover it up. One of my nails actually came off. The rest of them still on, but one came off. Girl. All right, so as you may know, IBS is often hard to diagnose. Like I said years ago, I think I had IBS, but it was not diagnosed. And because I was younger experiencing it, I think my body was able to regroup itself faster. And so it went away, but it came back like a year ago. So I've been battling with this thing for about a year, and my doctor's been giving me test after test after test. I've been tested, blood tests, everything from A to Z. I have been tested, them trying to figure out what's wrong with me. And finally, the diagnosis came, okay? There are two reasons for this. So they finna tell us that it's two reasons why it's hard to diagnose IBS. First, two of the main symptoms of IBS is abdominal pain and diarrhea. I have the constipation form, but years ago I believe I had the diarrhea form. Um, the abdominal pain and diarrhea are common to a number of other disorders as well. So that's why it was hard for them to diagnose, because if you have the symptoms of abdominal pain, constipation, and diarrhea, that's also a disorder for other types of health conditions that's not IBS. So that's why they had to run a whole bunch of tests on me to try to get to the root of my situation. The second reason IBS may be hard to diagnose is that there are no tests for it. So, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But let me finish reading. You can't see it on the x ray. That is so true. That is so true. They couldn't see it on the x ray, a CT scan, or an MRI. So they're saying you can't see it on a CT scan, you can't see it on the MRI. Now, I haven't had the MRI test yet. They're working on that for me, trying to get my insurance to approve it. And at this point, they believe my insurance is going to approve it because I hit bottom with the situation when I started throwing up bile 2 weeks ago. So I'm looking forward to getting that MRI. In the meantime, next year in January, I'm scheduled to see a gastro specialist. And so, yeah, this is a journey, y'all. This is a process. You can't detect it in blood work. So you can't even detect IBS in blood work. And I have had blood work tested me from anything that starts with an A, anything that starts with a B, from A to Z. I have had blood work on it, y'all. Sister girl, all right? And everything came back like nothing. It's like my doctor's like, I don't know what's wrong. And she felt me. And that's one thing I love about the primary doctor I do have. She feels my concerns, my pain. She feels it. And that's good, y'all. Ask God to give y'all a primary doctor that cares about you, that you're not just a number, but you're actually a human being. You want to be treated with the utmost respect. Now, sometimes when I have to go to the emergency room, the bedside manners of some doctors are not as polite as my primary doctor. But my primary doctor, she's awesome. Um, Furthermore, your doctor wouldn't be able to see inflammation or polyps, little abnormal fleshy growths or lesions if he or she did a colonoscopy or an endoscopy, because I had that too. I had the colonoscopy and I had this other word. They spell it ENDOSCOPY. In fact, your bowels or intestines will appear perfectly normal across a range of diagnostic exams and tests. Nevertheless, they don't seem to work or function in a way that is smooth, painless, and efficient. That is to say, normally, because the only problem we can identify for sure is that the GI system is not functioning normally. IBS is classed as a functional gastrointestinal disorder. This distinguishes IBS from other problems, such as the inflammatory bowel diseases, IBDs, in which doctors can observe pathological changes in the tissues of the intestines. This makes IBS to some extent a diagnosis of exclusion, which is true. They have been, I've been going through different tests. They have been excluding this, excluding this, excluding that. That is to be positive that your problem is IBS and not something else. Doctors need to rule out other reasonable causes of your symptoms. In some cases, this can be done by simply reviewing your symptoms with you in detail. So, yeah, she will have her notebook, her notes out, and as I explain my symptoms, she's writing it down, asking me questions. Like I say, my primary doctor, she loves her patients. She has patience. She has compassion, um, and she's helping me. She's helping me get through this. The doctor would need to know when your symptoms started, whether the symptoms come and go, where the pain is, what it feels like, and so on. The doctor will want to do an abdominal exam in which he or she will palpate or feel your abdomen with his or her hands. Yes, I've been through that too. The doctor will also want to do some basic blood work to rule out things like infection and anemia. Yeah, yeah. They tested me to make sure I didn't have no infection. If the doctor is still not sure whether you have IBS or some other medical condition, the doctor may order more extensive tests, including more blood work to check for celiac disease, a breath test. I've been through that to check for lactose intolerance, and I do have lactose intolerance. Imaging studies like x-rays or CT scans. Please comment if you're still there, y'all. I have no way of knowing you're still there. Please comment. Thank you. Don't forget to like this video. Imaging studies like x-rays or CT scans to check for, whoo, here's a big word, y'all. diverticulitis. So diverticulitis, a magnetic resonance intergraphy. Another, the acronym for that particular diagnosis is testing is MRE, to check for strictures or scarring. A fecal occult blood test to check for blood in your stool, and a fecal calprotectin test to check for inflammation. if you have any alarm systems, example, if you have fever, pain that wakes you up at night, elevated inflammatory markers in your blood work, blood or inflammatory markers in your stool, your doctor may order a colonoscopy, a sigmoidoscopy, or an endoscopy. Okay, let me spell the S word. Sigmoidoscopy, or an endoscopy, in which the doctor can actually take a look at parts of your intestines and even take small tissue samples or biopsies. I've been through all of that, y'all. It says, while these tests may seem time consuming, invasive, and uncomfortable, it's very important to be sure you've ruled out the alternative diagnosis before including with certainty that you have IBS. Many of these other disorders have serious complications that can result in long term damage to your body if they're not treated appropriately. So, the first step in fixing your GI problems is being sure you've got the right diagnosis. If all these other tests come back negative, then you almost certainly have IBS. So, a lot of my tests have indeed came back negative. They have did a process of elimination for going on now 2 years. So yeah, they definitely took their time in diagnosing me. Yeah. So let me know in the comments if you can relate to anything that I'm talking about today. I'm going to stop with that part and I'm going to close this book. This is the book about that. You can check it out at your local library or see if you can find something dealing with IBS issues from your local library. The next thing I want to talk about, um, okay, let's grab this book right here. This is the Gut Friendly Cookbook. I don't want to leave you all without talking about this. Um, I am going to tag, I think her name is Linda Woods, uh, when I'm able to do taggings. It's going to be after this live is over with and it uploads for everybody who misses the live to be able to see it. And at that point, I'm going to tag Linda Wood because I definitely want her to see this video. She had some questions. Um, just for me to say something to Linda Wood right quick. I did not look into the kidney disease issue that you were talking about because I was so busy this week, and then me dealing with my cold and still working and things like that. I just didn't have enough time to look into that. But I also decided I was going to stay focused on my situation first because I'm doing so much research about IBS that I hardly have time to do research on my own issues. But I'm going to encourage you, Linda Wood, to go ahead and do all your research on your situation. And if you decide to talk about it, hey, Monica, if you decide to talk about it, Linda Woods, definitely tag my channel, Mrs. Sheila's World of Fun and Inspiration, so that I can listen and support you when you do your live about your kidney disease. Monica, I have been talking about my winning uh, IBS journey. I'm talking to Southern Reborn's Nursery. My queen, Monica, how you doing, beautiful? You are beautiful as well, inside and out, I believe. That's what's important, us being beautiful inwardly as well as outwardly. And I am winning this IBS stomach condition that I was diagnosed with. I was finally diagnosed with it 2 weeks ago, but I had been going through Thank Yes, thank you. I need all the prayer I can get and then some. Yes, it's never bad to pray, especially if you're praying to Jesus Christ and our true and living God. And I think you are. So we praying with the right God. Yes. Um. So what I've been talking about today, Monica, I was reading because somebody had asked me a question offline, what causes IBS? And they was wondering, my friend Sheree, she goes to my church. She was asking me, is IBS something that you're born with? And I don't know if some people can be born with IBS, but I wasn't born with IBS. So the older that I get, I realize is that there's a lot of things I can't eat and drink anymore. I'm 53 years old and I just can't eat and drink everything anymore. Now my daddy, he's 92 years old, going on 93. He still can eat and drink a lot of things that I can't do. So it's just different from one person to the next. And one of my downfalls, what led to me hitting rock bottom with this IBS issue, that made me realize I had to change my eating, my horrible eating habits, is I had to stop looking at what other people are able to do. That was killing me. And because there's a cure for IBS, okay? Being diagnosed with IBS is not a death sentence. It's a cure. The cure is me making better decisions about what I'm putting into my belly, what I'm putting into my mouth. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take self-control. It's going to take me doing my research. I'm at the library, by the way, Monica. And yes, and I am. Oh, hi, Linda. I was just talking about you, girl. So definitely, if you didn't see this video from the beginning, make sure you watch it from the beginning when it's done. Yeah, because I did a shout out to you. Um, yeah. So um, I'm done. I read a couple of very important paragraphs in this book that explains what IBS is, and it explains why it's such a hard stomach disease to be diagnosed, why I've been through so much with the tests, the blood tests, the CT scans, they've been promising me the MRI test, but that type of test is so expensive that it's hard to get the insurance company to okay it. I agree what we eat affects our bodies big time. Me and my husband have started changing the way we eat and what we allow our children to eat. You are so right. And I'm going to talk to my daughter about my grandbaby because I was reading a story in one of these books that I have taken out at the library, and their little girl was similar to my grandbaby. My grandbaby, she's a real finicky eater. She don't eat everything, but a couple of the things that she does eat is really not good for gut health. She would eat pizza. She likes French fries. Um, um, Yeah, there's a couple of other things that she eats. So my daughter pretty much don't have a whole lot of options in what she gonna feed her. So she pretty much feed her the foods that she would eat. But this book I was reading, it was explaining that even though it's almost a very frustrating situation when you have little bitty kids, that you can't make them eat the foods they should be eating if they're very finicky. But this little girl that I was reading in the book, by the time she was 8 years old, she had developed IBS. And it was because in the long term, her gut health was affected because of the pizza and the French fries and the other stuff that she wanted to eat. And it's very frustrating. But that's another can of worms when you're dealing with small children who don't eat anything else but the foods that they like. But I can't get into that right now because it kind of takes me off the subject. But getting back to some good news because I'm like, what can I eat? What can I eat? So, this book right here, the Gut Friendly Cookbook. So, let's just do um, let's just do some random checking right quick. Um, FOD map basics is the low FODMAP diet right for you. This is for people with gut issues. And it's also for people who don't want to have gut issues, like Monica, you and your family. Um, what did you say, Linda? Hello, beautiful queen. Hope you are feeling better. Prayers and love. Thank you so much, Linda. And I am feeling better. I'm still a little hoarse, but I am feeling better. I'm kicking the cold. I forgot to bring myself something to drink, so I keep getting dry throat, making me cough. I'm at the library, so maybe that's why I forgot to bring something to drink. Um, Let me see. Okay, so it says the low FODMAP diet has been designed as a tool that can help up to 75% of irritable bowel syndrome sufferers gain good symptom management through identifying foods that trigger symptoms. This statistic is exciting, and I know it's tempting to plunge straight into the low FODMAP diet, but it's important that you check first whether it's right for you. Everything we eat, everything we drink, we really do got to check what's right for us because what's right for one person might not be right for you. Before you start, check with your doctor before changing your diet and get a clear diagnosis. So, just to throw that out there into YouTube land, we have started a keto journey. My husband has started full time already. I will start full time after Christmas. Monica, that is such a great idea because I'm thinking about what's that other plant based type of food? Being a vegetarian and also what's the other one out there? Um, it's on the tip of my tongue. Um, is plant based. I can't think of the other word. So yeah, I'm vegan. Vegan. I'm looking into the vegan diet because my doctor told me to stay away from meat. She said I can eat salmon, fish, but stay away from meat. So check with your doctor before changing your diet and get a clear diagnosis. Make sure your doctor has ruled out celiac disease. You need to be eating gluten for these tests. Inflammatory bowel disease and bowel cancer, as these conditions can have similar symptoms to IBS. So there's other conditions that are very similar to IBS. Okay. Okay. I read your comment. I thought I missed the comment from you, Monica. Um, if you have medical conditions, ask if the low FODMAP diet is a suitable symptom management option. Get a referral to a FODMAP trained dietitian. The low MAP FOD diet is a restrictive medical diet, and it's important that you have a dietitian who can help guide you and tailor the diet to your needs. If you have an eating disorder, use food for emotional support, or are obsessive about your food, then a low FODMAP diet might not be right for you, and you need to seek specialized medical advice. Well, that's not my issue. Um, so I know I would be okay with the low FODMAP diet, but I'm also gonna still reiterate that for my doctor to give me a dietitian, give me a referral for a dietitian. It'll just kind of help my journey be a little bit easier, a lot less frustrating. Yeah. Check with a medical professional before placing children, elderly people, or pregnant women on a diet, as these groups all have different nutritional needs to support their bodies. The low FODMAP diet is a restrictive diet and may not be appropriate. So, if you have children, if you are pregnant, or if you're planning to get pregnant, make sure you talk to your doctor first. Okay, maybe I should write as a disclaimer that we are discussing these conditions. I am not by any means giving suggestions to nobody because I am learning. I'm sharing my journey. It's actually therapeutic that I'm talking about it. I have a Facebook group. I mean, yeah, I do. I have a Facebook group, but also I have a Facebook page, is what I'm trying to say. My name is Sheila Michael Porter. Me and my husband have a combined Facebook page, so Michael represents him, and of course, Sheila represents me. So if you want to look me up on Facebook, I talk about some stuff randomly on Facebook. It's my way of dealing with my situation. It's very therapeutic that I talk about it publicly. When I was keeping it to myself, I was causing more stress to myself. And one thing about IBS, you don't want to stress yourself out. Stress is not good. I repeat, stress is not good. Stress is not good, y'all. Do whatever it takes to make yourself better. And like Monica, in your case, you said this is a decision that you and your family want to make. By all means, do it. Don't don't make it feel like it's a chore, because if it feel like it's a chore when it's time to exercise, or when it's time to make choices between eating rib tips versus eating turkey, baked turkey, we're not talking about fried turkey. You don't want it to be a chore. You don't want it to be something that's going to be mind boggling. You want to make decisions, and I'm talking to myself too. We want to make decisions that's going to be easy for us to make that transition, to make that decision. And like something my baby girl told me, Shantara, she told me, she said, Mama, just remember what you went through that got you at the bottom, that made you hit bottom. When I threw up bile 2 weeks ago, and bile is spelled Bile. It's the fluids that's in your stomach that help you to digest your food. When I threw up bile and I couldn't keep something as simple as applesauce down, I couldn't keep water down, that was a red flag for me to get my act together. And so my daughter told me, she said, Mama, remember that. She said, when you be tempted to eat wrong and drink caffeine, drink pop, drink coffee, drink, you know, my favorite caramel frappes. She said, when you tempted to do that, think about everything you've been through that brought you to the levels, brought you to the point where you are now. It's just like, and I'm going to read one more page before I close this book. It's just like somebody who have another type of addiction, like if they, let's say they're a drug addict or they're alcoholic, um, they can't heal if they don't admit that they have the problem. Well, it's the same thing with people like me that have IBS. We can't heal if we can't admit that we have a problem. And the root problem is not exercising regularly. And the other root problem is not choosing healthy foods on a regular basis. It don't mean that we can't have a day where we treat ourselves, where we can have one slice of cheesecake, or maybe one day a week I can treat myself to a caramel frappe. But the issue is I have become an addict to that stuff. I have become an addict to coffee and caramel frappes. I have become an addict to cookies and cakes and butter pecan ice cream. I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm trying to be honest here. So since I'm an addict at it, I'm gonna have to renew my mind to stay away from it for a while until I'm super, super strong. And I don't think I'm that strong anytime soon. I'm just being honest. I don't think I'm that strong anytime soon. But to kind of give y'all some updates from 2 weeks ago when I first introduced this content. And Monica, by the way, in case this is your first time coming, this is Linda's second time. This is week 2 because I canceled last Friday because I was hoarse. I couldn't talk. But 2 weeks ago, I had week 1, which was me introducing this new content. This content will be uploaded every Friday unless something come up that prevents me, and I will let you all know in my on my community wall, maybe the day a day before or the morning of. Just pay attention to my community wall when Friday is coming near. That way you know if I'm going to do the live or not, and you won't have to just be waiting in suspense. But I'm very serious about this journey that I'm on to win IBS. So it would have to be really something really serious for me to cancel the lives on my IBS journey. It would have to really be something serious. Like last Friday, I couldn't talk, so I wouldn't done y'all any good, and I didn't do myself any good trying to talk and can't talk right. So that's why it was canceled. So let me skip to page 40. Um, and so yeah, talk to your doctor about getting a dietitian for your food and stuff. Um, well, before I go to page 40, poached eggs with lemon hollandaise sauce. Here's a breakfast plan. This is something healthy for somebody who may have IBS. Let me see if I can find something else that could be healthy for somebody with IBS. Um, okay, here's something. This is called roasted veggie and brown rice salad. Yeah, that looks good. I would definitely try to make as many of your lives as possible. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Let me find one more dish, and then we're going to find some beverages that could be good for us to drink. Okay, here's something. Classic green salad with Italian dressing. Here's another salad. You really can't go wrong with the salads. I think I had read somewhere that it's not a good idea for me to have tomatoes. I'm gonna have to look into that, research tomatoes more. Um, Now, cheesy chicken fritters would not be good for me. If you have IBS with diarrhea, this might be good for that type of IBS. But with my IBS, mine is considered to be constipation. So cheese is something my doctor told me to run away from. Run away from it. So let me see. Um, Anything dealing with a vegan diet, I'm going to find a book next time about recipes for vegan diets, because I think that's what I want to I think that's what I want to go. I want to go vegan. Yeah. Here's some more chicken salad sandwiches, and it's not talking about the yeah, it is talking about the chicken breast. I can't have chicken breast, so um I can have tuna salad. I can have tuna salad sandwiches. I can have egg salad sandwiches. Yeah. Um, so let me go to page 40, where it talks about the smoothies. And I need to get me a blender so I can start blending my vegetables, pureeing my spinach, my kale, kiwi, avocados. That's supposed to be really good for healthy gut health and stuff. Um, Let me see. um, okay, like here's some smoothies. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the picture, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Strawberry smoothie, um, banana smoothie. It says banana chocolate smoothie, blueberry smoothie, pineapple smoothie. Did I say strawberry smoothie already? So yeah, there are options out there. Crunchy toasted granola. There's something that'll be a healthy snack. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to end this live for today. And so if you all missed the beginning of the live, please go back and watch this video from the beginning. Yeah, I really had fun. I am on a kidney diet, which is difficult because it's opposite of what most people should be eating. Yeah, Linda, definitely. When I did my shout out to you, because I wasn't sure if you was online with me. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. I'm praying for you, sis. Thank you, Monica. Linda, what I advise you to do, um, can you do a video? Do you have a channel, Linda? Do you have a channel, Linda? Because I don't know if you have a channel. Um, so whether you have a channel or not, go ahead and do extensive research on your situation, and that way you can kind of share it in the comments. But I think I mentioned to you that I was going to look into that for you, but I decided that it's not a good idea for me to take on that because it's so much I have to do with my own diagnosis that I really need to remain focused. But I do want you to keep tuning in to the videos that I'm uploading, the live videos concerning my IBS. Um, I, I, I don't know how it's going to benefit you because your kidney diet might be totally different than my situation. But I cannot take on other conditions right now because I'm still trying to master my own. And life be lifing, as you already know. Um, you think you have time to look into your own research about stuff that's going on with your body, and then life hits you with other stuff. And what sidetracked me also was I caught a cold. It was like I caught this random cold, and then I had to deal with that. Then I still have my regular daily responsibilities. I take care of my 92-year-old daddy. I'm a married woman. I work part time outside of the house that has nothing to do with home. So I'm a woman that wears many hats. And when I say I wear many hats, baby, 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 I wear many hats. Thank you for your information. No, I don't have a channel. It's actually a low protein, high carb diet, which is crazy. Prayers to you, Queen. Oh, I got a probiotic um, um, protein shake that my daughter bought from me. She ordered for me off of Amazon, and I was intending to bring that, but I think I left it in the car. So next Friday, if God says the same thing, I'm going to talk to you all about that. Look, can you look into like probiotic? I think I'm pronouncing that right. You know what I'm talking about, Linda? Probiotic shakes is that they're protein shakes. You can mix. It has its own little scoop on the inside of the powder. It's a dry powder, and you're supposed to drink like a scoop of it, and you can mix it with 8 ounces of water or 8 ounces of juice to help it taste good. I got the vanilla bean flavor, and um, I like it, but I can't have the whole scoop because it's strong. It tastes strong. So I do like half of that with like 6 ounces of hot water because I drink it like it's a tea. Yeah. And I want to say the probiotic shake, it don't do like Metamucil. Okay, you know how Metamucil is. You gotta put like what 2 teaspoons or whatever measurements they tell you to do, and you gotta drink it up real fast. Cause if you don't drink it up fast enough, it'll thicken up in a cup. No, this probiotic shake is not like that. It don't thicken up. You can take your time and drink it. And like in my case, I like to drink mine's hot. So when it stopped being hot, I just put it back in the microwave and I reheat it. And it's real mellow. It's a natural sweetness to it. And yeah, I drink it like it's a tea. Yes, probiotics. Yes, yes. I would like to know what kind of shake it is. I left it in the car, girl. I left it in the car. So, yeah, maybe I can just, the next time I upload a video, like just when I just upload a Dolly video or my devotion video, I try to remember to have it with me just to talk about it for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna try to have it next Friday when we do the live for the IBS. Okay, but I'm going to let you all go because I need to go get my car. It's in a limited time parking, and even though I gave myself plenty of time, I still don't want to lose track of time. So I love y'all and thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to my live. I just feel so blessed. I think I got 2 new subscribers. Yeah, there was 2 new people. So I'm glad that my live video is going out there. Actually, one of the new subscribers said that they was from India. So that's a blessing. Yeah, God is good and God is good and God is good all the time. Amen. Even when we going through sickness and tests and trials, we gotta remember God is still good and we still gotta count our blessings, Linda. I know you're going through some stuff right now, but count your blessings. Don't get discouraged. Keep your head up. Just know it's a test. Just know that it's a temporary storm. Just know that if you don't give up on God, He ain't going to give up on you. And don't give up on yourself. Keep fighting. Faith without works is dead. We can have all the faith in the world, but if we're not making right decisions about this temple that God gave to us, guess what? We're not going to be healed. We're not going to be healed. We have to do the best that we can. And if it's God's will for you to have a full healing, a full turnaround, our sacrifices is worth it. It's worth it. And that's what my baby girl tell me. And that's what my son tell me. Both of my sons, both of my daughters, actually, all 4 of my children encourages me. They're there for me. They listen to me. I text my oldest daughter. She let me know that that she's praying for me. She lets me know that she cares. And my youngest daughter, she took the time out to order the probiotics, the powder protein, the probiotics for me, and she bought me 3 of them, and they was not cheap. I think one can was probably $60 something, unless they charged that for all 3 cans. But I know it was pricey. It was not cheap. It was pricey, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Anything that's good for you is gonna be pricey for some reason. Anything that's bad for you, like a quick McDonald burger or a quick Wendy burger or a battered processed fish sandwich from Long John Silver's, you're gonna get it cheap because it ain't good for you. It ain't good for you. Yeah. And that's a good way to determine if you should eat or drink something. If it's something that's popular, if it's something that's too good to be true, guess what? It's probably not good for you. It's probably not. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh, thank y'all so much. Bye bye. Till next time. Bye bye.